So Kalangut, when I used to stay in Kalangut, there used to be a lot of snakes around. But since I moved to Porvaram, I've hardly seen any snake. The snakes are shy. Whenever I pass by, they'll just run up. Quickly they'll go. So
village ones are like they wait for you.
कोबरा वगैरह ऐसे खड़े देखते हैं,
इंतजार करेंगे आपका, बस
आओ
मेरे पास आओ.
Some people have a problem with that. The story should have ended with Loki's and his variant kissing. और उनका कुछ romantic scene होना चाहिए था. अरे क्या है? I mean, like, it's a Marvel movie. It's not your TV series which should end that way. फूक के नहीं मारा तो अच्छा रहेगा ना. If it becomes a good thing, then he has a chance of getting into Hollywood also, man.
But have you seen any of the Marvel movies in the dubbed version? Hey, Bidu, क्या करता है?
अरे यार,
it is keeping in mind the audience who likes masala, Yeah. So like Captain America is saying, "Hey, Bidu, क्या रे ये खाली कर." Namaste everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3XP. Today we have a special guest whose illustration illustrates the reality of society. His art is unique and blunt. He's a digital artist. Having said that, we have Vaibhav, also known as ArtbyBu. And on this episode, we talked about his art, which is specifically on politics, his art in general. We talked about Marvels, we talked about superheroes, we talked about Indian superheroes, and much, much more. So what are you waiting for? Let's dive in. I'm your host Kunal Raj, and you are listening to 3XP. Enjoy. So hello Vaibhav, welcome to the podcast. और घर बार कैसे है बंदी उंदी? This is not the way we start the podcast, guys. Anyways, let's get back. So hello Vaibhav, welcome to the podcast. I'm so happy to have you. I can say you are the most talented person to grace this podcast. So who is Vaibhav? People will surely be knowing you by ArtbyBu. Such a sweet name. Girls might be. Okay. Anyways, so who is Vaibhav and what is ArtbyBu all about?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me on the show, Kunal. Yes. My name is Vaibhav Salgaonkar. I'm originally from Kalangut, but currently I reside in Porvaram. I'm an artist, but things don't usually go your way. So actually I had done my graduation in chemistry and my post-graduation in biotechnology. So since my childhood, I used to always, make doodles on my notebooks and stuff. My teachers used to scold me. My mom used to scold me. She used to be like, why you're sketching on your notebooks?
Why are you wasting the pages?
Yeah, why are you wasting the pages? But something deep inside of me, I was like, that's something is there in my blood. If not on the main pages, at least behind the last final page, my page used to look like some, no desk. How you scribble on the desk? It looked like that. Or like a tattoo. So yeah, that's where my initial, love for art started. As a kid. My brother also was an artist, but he had a more bigger dream to become an engineer. So he slowly faded away from the art design section. We had taken one small art class also. There's a local artist in Vado. So we used to go for some small art classes. That time the art wasn't that big. It was just small thing. Now if you see, the art world is completely different.
Yeah, I think that time digital art was not that much.
That time, we are the 90s kids, so we didn't have, all this digital materials to work on back then. Now it's like a common thing. When I got a distinction, I decided to take science for some reason.
Going to the same path.
Yeah, so I took science afterwards, and then where the mess started happening, you start regretting why you make this decision and stuff. So I continued BSc third year. I took chemistry for some reason, a subject I never liked in my life. And I became a graduate in chemistry. So I took a break the year, 2017, I took a break and I started my art page on Instagram, ArtbyBu. I started working, doodling on my notebook using those fine liner pens. Yeah. And that, actually gathered a lot of followers for me, and a lot of people actually liked my work. Some even wanted me to make sketches for them. So that was good. Then I decided, let's do some study work also. So I jumped from chemistry to biotechnology. Now people started asking me why you went for biotechnology out of all of that.
What he will answer here now, why you went.
I was like,
Let's spit it out today.
I don't know.
He still doesn't
Guys,
know.
I don't know why I took biotechnology.
He's still figuring out. But कोई नहीं, चलो.
So for the name, the Mr. Boo name you were talking about, that's a name it's a name that I got in a really funny way. In BSc, when I joined, I didn't have a big group to, join friends. There was a small girls group. Actually, the class was filled with girls only. I was a new student when I joined late. So I have to hang out with these girls. So these girls had a habit of, giving nicknames to everyone. So, like, Opera to Opu, Afra to Afu. So they made me Vaibhav to Vaibhav first. Now that time Instagram had just become popular. So everyone were making Instagram accounts. I added Vaibhav as my Instagram name. Then slowly I think they were tired of calling me Vaibhav because it sounds little big. So they started calling me Boo one day. Boo. Boo, something like that. So I was like, okay, Boo, it sounds a little good actually. Maybe if I had a Mr. in front of it. So I was like, okay, new Instagram name, Mr. Boo. That's how the name was invented.
So dedicated to all those girls.
Yeah, all those girls.
A big shout out, just check this podcast and listen to this. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the origin of my Mr. Boo name.
Yeah.
And now, when I started my art page, I was like, need a name, right?
Yeah. You can just carry forward the name.
Yeah, just carry forward my this thing, right?
Yeah, brand name.
Yeah.
It has become a brand name, right?
My brother, my dad, my mom, they were like, go with Miss ArtbyBu only, why are you searching for some art by Vaibhav and all? There are many art by Vaibhavs.
Really very short, description taking over half of the podcast. Anyways, before we go deep, listeners won't know that, you had been featured, your art has been featured in National Geographic. So, उसके बारे में कुछ बात करते?
Yeah, so the thing was that I sketch random things on Instagram, you must have seen. So
sometimes very random.
Yeah, very random. So I'm a big fan of snakes, reptiles. I have never seen a crocodile in my life and I really want to see one. So what's the closest thing to a crocodile? A snake. So कभी snake दिखा मुझे आसपास तो I will like take a picture or something. So Kalangut, when I used to stay in Kalangut, there used to be a lot of snakes around. But since I moved to Porvaram, I've hardly seen any snake. The snakes are shy. Whenever I pass by, they'll just run quickly. They'll go. So
village ones are like they wait for you.
कोबरा वगैरह ऐसे खड़े देखते हैं,
इंतजार करेंगे आपका, बस आओ मेरे पास आओ.
Okay, so I have a love for reptiles, snakes, as I said, and I used to watch this one show called Snakes in the City on National Geographic. So when Goa had its own Snakes in the City kind of show featuring Louis and Ben, their snake catchers in Goa, their show was going to come on National Geographic channel. So I was like, excited. I thought, इनको sketch कर लेता हूँ. Like a fan moment, okay? Not completely for publicity, not for exposure. It was a fan moment.
Yes.
So I sketched them, and immediately I think Lois was the first person to see my artwork, and I can't tell you, I think it was evening time, and she was so excited when she saw the artwork. She immediately got my number and she called me and she was like, thank you so much. I really loved your artwork, and I immediately called Nat Geo and had them feature my artwork on their page. And I was like, what? And she was like, she was on the call, right? And she was like, yeah, you heard that, right? They have mentioned you on Nat Geo. And I was like, wow. I immediately checked my Instagram that I was tagged.
कि सच में बोल रही है
या
कि सच में बोल रही है क्या मजाक किया आपने?
Yeah, I thought it was a national, they have fan pages also now, Nat Geo. I thought something like that. Got to see it was the official account that had featured my, artwork. It was something to be proud of.
Digital art takes you at places where you cannot imagine.
Yeah. Okay. There's something your traditional artwork doesn't, give you much this time. I've seen a lot of creators making reels on Instagram, videos. So when you're making the video under the process of camera, that time, and you post it on Instagram, that gives you a lot of views. And it, it's a good thing for those creators also, right?
Yeah.
Because mostly as a digital artist, you can only make animations and stuff. you sometimes don't usually make a video of you working.
Yeah.
Because it's there's a feature which allows you to pre-record also.
Yeah.
That is your choice if you want to post it or not. Some people do it, some people don't. But the traditional people, when they're drawing, it attracts the celebrities and all that stuff, and they're like, wow,
can you do this art for me and stuff?
I have a friend who makes artworks like that, and he has been mentioned by a lot of celebrities. So that's a really good thing for them.
But how it reaches to them?
The traditional artist who makes those artworks, he has a lot of fans. Most of them do. So they see the artwork and they tag. Hrithik Roshan, देखो ना इसका artwork. Shahrukh Khan, देखो ना इसका artwork. Priyanka Chopra, देखो ना इसका artwork. And through that thing, that is something I lack. People don't tag celebrities on my post. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad.
It doesn't feel bad.
I don't even care now. I'm like, tag करना है तो
पहुंचेगा तो पहुंचना रहेगा, पहुंच जाएगा.
Like that, a few celebrities have noticed my work. I'm not bragging about that.
No flexing over here.
They have seen my work, and I can understand they are this thing also. They are also busy. They are busy people, right? They don't, But sometimes I think what celebrities have to do. They have to appreciate an artist's work. I've seen some celebrities for whom people get mad. They've sketched a lot, but they are not appreciated for their work. Sometimes मुझे भी दया आती है. I be like, tag that artist, tag the actress or the actor, and be like, अरे देखो ना इसका artwork. Because the artist has made a perfect work, but he is not this thing. He's not appreciated.
Yeah.
So I feel celebrities and influencers who have a lot of fans, I think we all should give artists the appreciation.
Yeah, I think it's not a big deal, right, to just tag or to share.
It doesn't have to be every day. You can give one day, like a Friday. Celebrities have fan art Fridays. A lot of people have. So yeah, that thing is something I feel celebrities should do. No pressure from my side. It's a suggestion.
Yeah,
we can understand you're busy.
Yeah. Vaibhav thinks that you should do it. Then definitely you should do it. Saying from an artist to the world.
There are a few celebrities who act like that's the first artwork they've ever received. I have like 3 celebrity friends, meaning on Instagram.
Not flexing again.
Not flexing again. who have who have given me the love that normal artists should receive actually.
They might have got art before also, but they appreciate the art, and they will be like, bhai, this is something really beautiful what you have done. How difficult it is to imagine, or you see someone and you convert it into a portrait.
Initially, when you're working digitally, you tend to trace. There's a way you can trace the outline, and then if you want, you can sketch it out again. So that's what I used to do in the start initially. Every digital artist used to do that.
Yeah, you can keep the photo with some opacity behind. And
there's a feature. It's called layers.
Yeah.
So that is what people used to do before. But once you develop the habit, you don't need it. You don't even need that.
Yeah.
There's a way you can minimize the picture as a reference. You can keep it at the side, and you can start working on that. And a lot of people are doing really well in that now. Otherwise, usually people just trace and
Yeah. So typical time to draw one portrait according to you, what it is?
I'm a really lazy person.
So lazy portrait artist. Don't ask him to draw yourself.
So if I sketch, I'll ask the client first, when do you want it? If it's like, take your time, I'll be like, please tell me, give me a time, give me a date where you really want it.
Actual artist problem.
Otherwise, I'm going to sleep for most days, and one day before I'm going to start sketching you.
I have my personal projects which are pending for months, and I get criticized by my team members, but client work I finish up in 2 to 3 days.
So yeah, if it's like a normal portrait of your face or something, I can do it in 1 or 2 days. But
if you have the deadline.
If you have the deadline.
Otherwise,
I take at least 2 weeks. Sometimes clients are a little fussy, man. They are like, हो गया क्या? I'm like, yeah, wait, doing.
Then you will be like, चलो इसको मुंह पे मार के खत्म करते हैं.
Sometimes it's like I do but the client doesn't like.
हाँ.
But if you see the picture, no, if you see the sketch, you'll be like, it's perfect. I don't know what's wrong with the client. He'll be like, no, ये मेरे जैसा नहीं दिखता.
हाँ, ये किसको बना दिया भाई तो.
I'm like, Papa, you want the actual picture, then take the picture.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll take the picture, I'll put it in Photoshop, do some sketch effect, and I'll give you.
Yeah, that's what people are doing, and then some people will be like, nice art. They do editing and they give,
Yeah, there are actions in Photoshop where you can put photo, you get templates and it gets converted.
It will become to artwork.
Pencil artwork. I have done myself. I have done myself to one of my photo, and it on Photoshop, if you put it, does all the action and you get that portrait of.
Yeah.
If you want like that, do it.
Yeah, I do like that. No, why are you telling me the sketch?
Yeah, contact Kunal. I'll give you your pencil artwork.
I'm an artist. I'm not a application that will convert this picture into an artwork.
Yeah.
So I'll take time, and it will have some small.
Yeah, if it will have deformity, but it is beautiful in its own way, right? Because it is all manually done, right?
But there are some clients, they'll find the smallest details.
Yeah.
If you're looking perfect and there's a small mole which is missing, they'll be like, ये missing है.
हाँ, ये मेरा ये chin, what you call that in Hindi? Birthmark, what you call? I don't know Hindi. Mera Hindi.
Leave it, man.
Yeah, leave it. Let's go to some important part. Anyways, coming to a lighter topic. You watch Marvels?
Yeah.
Definitely you watch, right? And वो Marvel में I have heard like actually I get recommendations you watch. I watch a few, but Marvels they feel that nowadays जो भी आ रहा है ना it is kind of repetitive. I don't know. You must be watching most of them. So वैसा है क्या?
I wouldn't say exactly like that because a superhero movie, what does it need? A hero and a villain. Now every movie is going with a hero and a villain. Would you change that? Would you want something else to happen now? Hero से ही बिजनेस चाहता है वो भी हो रहा है in a Marvel movie. Captain America versus Iron Man it's happened. So now the Marvel Cinematic Universe is based on a comic. So comic में जो stories हैं उसका adaptation हो रहे हैं यहाँ पे. So it's going with the flow. They need to introduce more villains. They need to keep us intrigued. They need to keep us, like अभी क्या होने वाला है, like that it needs to make us happen, right?
Yeah.
But there are few people who will be like, अरे यार ऐसा होना चाहिए था. It's like they wanted to end it like their drama, TV series.
Yeah, somewhere there is Mr. Raju sitting and he wants Raju कहता है कि ये ऐसा होना चाहिए, ये बंदा इसको मारना था, लेकिन the Marvel will take recommendation from Mr. Raju and they will be like, हाँ भाई राजू अब करते हैं.
See now I'm not a Marvel fan since birth. I just found movies Iron Man, Captain America and Avengers on my brother's laptop.
Okay.
I watched those movies and immediately I got an interest, to watch more movies because the story was really interesting.
Yeah, and the visuals are like epic.
Yeah, epic.
Yeah.
Now, since childhood, you will be shocked. I'm a DC fan actually. I watched Superman, I watched Batman, Justice League cartoons, and comics also. If I had a Batman and Superman ka. I didn't have any Marvel stuff. Marvel stuff I started watching only when I found my the movies on my brother's laptop. Those when I started watching, I completely stopped DC movies. DC movies, I think the only movies which I loved and watched, Superman Returns, 2006 में हुआ था शायद, and the Batman trilogy, Batman Begins, Batman Returns, and Batman Dark Knight Rises. Christian Bale, my favorite actor, he is there in those movies. So those are the only DC movies I've ever watched. You'll be surprised I still haven't watched Justice League, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. नाम सुन के मुझे बोर हो जाता है. Like first of all, those movies मतलब they are dark. उनका lighting अच्छा नहीं है. So that was one part, and I didn't have an interest. My cousins love DC movies, but I don't love DC. Marvel movies जब आ रहे थे तो I felt more interested in those movies.
You feel the thrill.
You feel the thrill.
Yeah, क्या होने वाला, you wait for some actions or visuals.
But and then there are these people, they watch, they see the hype which is going on social media, and they will like, ये कुछ interesting है शायद. directly they'll go and watch the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Everyone from Hulk they'll watch till Endgame they'll watch, and then they will come to the movies.
अरे उतना मजा नहीं
उतना मजा नहीं आया. To tell you the truth, Loki. Have you watched Loki?
No, I have not watched.
Okay, but that movie,
Yeah, I think
it talks about...
majority of the people will get the context.
The movie talks about the multiverse. Initial part of the multiverse, wo movie, the series talks about.
Okay.
And Loki, we know, we love him. We have seen him in Thor, part 1, part 2. The story, origin story, uska bataya already.
Yeah.
Now, Loki, name of the series, it is. But it's talking about the multiverse. Now, some people have a problem with that. Why you called it Loki and you're not talking about Loki? उसका origin तो बताओ, उसका पैदा कैसे, how he was born.
Those people want to know, like माँ बाप की story क्या थी?
माँ बाप की story क्या थी? I'm like, why you all want to know that story?
And when I feel when they will tell the story, ना people will feel bored, है ना? इनका कहानी अपने को कुछ है. They will be like Mr. Raju.
The motive of the series is to continue the story, to bring a big bad villain in the future. Yeah. That's what that series did. It brought a big bad villain in the form of He Who Remains, Kang variant. So some people have a problem with that. The story should have ended with Loki's and his variant kissing. और उनका कुछ romantic scene होना चाहिए था. अरे क्या है? I mean, like, it's a Marvel movie. It's not your TV series which should end that way.
Yeah, you should make a comical kind of this for this thing.
I want to
this
make
topic.
The thing was that my artworks, just to mix up. Suddenly has to make a doodle, suddenly has to make a WWE stuff, suddenly has to make up environmental issue. So my Instagram feed used to, be cluttered with all this stuff. Mix bhaji, वैसा हो जाता था. So मेरे भाई ने suggest किया था कि why don't you make one kind at a time?
Set of artworks for one.
Yeah.
Because anyone random coming, they will be like, ये बंदा कुछ भी बना रहा है, वैसा नहीं रहना चाहिए. They should get a theme to your. That is something difficult to maintain.
Nowadays, the Instagram, what is that? Algorithm is changed.
Yeah, it is video centric now.
Now it's video centric. So the more reels you make, the more views you get. So post भी कोई देखता नहीं अभी. So
I think that has affected your artwork reach, because you need to put more of now video form of the art.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I told you earlier where that guy was making traditional videos with his video being taken. So I'm considering that. I'm not a good painter now. Bachpan mein I used to win painting competitions and all, but I lost the touch of painting and all. So abhi फिर से मैं ना art supplies so देख रहा हूँ, like they are really expensive, but if I need to work on painting, traditional painting, I need to work on that.
If you're not putting out videos also, चलेगा ना? चलेगा. आपका art already पहुंच रहा है.
Art already पहुंच रहा है. I'm doing what I feel.
Yeah, quality over quantity है basically.
Yeah. And I'm posting whatever I feel, not for the people, for myself, but people should love it. Not like people देख लिया, okay, like गया.
अच्छा कुछ तो किया है, टक.
Because even one comment can mean a lot.
Yeah.
Where were we?
One comment, wait. One comment can mean a lot, but what comments, like if you get a weird smiley or you get an emoji like this one, this one emoji.
I just put this emoji afterwards.
Emoji with emoji, right?
Yeah. I have a thing that if someone is commenting with words, I'll be like, thank you. Yeah. If someone is just putting emoji, I'll just put a heart or smiling. That's all. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why we are talking about that.
Yeah, but see, again we'll continue that topic. I'll tell you. See, you might put a smile, but you might be, even like you must be having a shittiest day of your life. You'll just put a smile कि हाँ भाई चल ये बंदे ने मेरे को appreciate किया है. He has that time to put that smiley. But I have come across people who, they don't have time to comment, you know, they'll put 5-6 stories, they'll feel like as a celebrity, अरे भाई मेरे पास time नहीं है. Have you experienced?
Exactly, you know.
I personally comment to each one of you, so you can comment, but yeah.
I'm not forcing you all to comment or anything.
Yeah. Meaning replying to the comments, I mean. I'm saying as a creator, suppose I am a creator, I get 10 comments. Ki Kunal, nice work. And I do as if I don't have time to reply to the comments. Okay. So I have seen many creators, they're like, messages here. Even if there are only 5 comments, they're like, bhai mere ko time nahi tha. You must have come across the same thing, right? So that I'm saying.
I do that all the time.
Meaning you don't reply?
I don't reply because it's not like mood nahi hai so reply karne ko. I'm lazy, I told you. Meaning I want to comment. See, it could be my crush, it could be a best friend of mine, it could be a
potential GF or something.
Yeah, potential GF. But क्या होता है, if you're lazy, then what you can expect? Phone, I can't even reach to my phone, you know, even if I reach to my phone, I take it, I'll be like, okay, 100 comments, 100 messages. ना बाद में comment बाद में thank you बोलता हूँ. If you see my WhatsApp, you know, there are at least 180 pending messages that I have not opened yet.
I've come across many people who like to increase the number of 100 messages, you know, and they
for their personal joy. No, I'm not that person.
And they post like, you know, so many messages are pending, I'm on a holiday, I'll text later.
Those people are, you know, the ones who get this thing, they win competitions at birthday parties and all.
Yeah, I get it.
MCs, they be like, who has a...
They're doing for that.
Yeah. I'm not doing for that also, you know. Even if I have, no, I wouldn't go, the MC मेरे पास इतने, I won't say only. I will like, take your chocolate, you only eat. मुझे नहीं चाहिए.
Okay. MC को basically, you know,
back to the Marvel topic, right?
Coming from Marvel to like direct 144p. Not to demean, you know, just a context. There is somewhere Raju saying that Indian superheroes are bad, you know. There are good ones, there are underrated ones. So do you feel कि इंडिया का भी खुद एक multiverse रहना चाहिए superhero का?
I think India will have a multiverse of madness one day. India had good superheroes, you know. Shaktiman was there. Krish was there.
Yeah, at that point of time, it was a
great. And that time, though, you know, technology was not that great to, you know, have VFX and CGI like how it is now. But when they got the opportunity, especially Krish 3, they made a really big mess.
I was thinking that only, are you going to say something it is good? Because it was a mess.
Krish 3 was horrible.
Yeah.
Have you watched Krish 1? I mean, Krish 2. Krish.
Yeah, I watched Krish.
It was beautiful. What a beautiful movie. But I don't know.
कुछ ज़्यादा हो गया. Like,
कुछ Rajnikant type South Indian level, they got all those creatures inside.
Yeah.
That's what you have seen in this thing, you know, Crime Patrol it was, you know, they got aliens and all in the middle somewhere. I have to not watch Crime Patrol. advertisement देख रहा था, तो कुछ aliens वगैरह आ गए, CID में भी. So that thing was
never trust VFX of CID and Crime Patrol.
So that Krish 3, it was, you know, they made a really big...
If you had option to give negative, you would give a negative rating to that, right?
Yeah, I would definitely give. Yeah. It was a complete failure, the Krish 3 movie. Krish 1... I think even Jadoo, if they had got no Jadoo, the movie might become good. But they got some weird creatures only out of nowhere.
I think Jadoo was quite realistic if you see as compared.
Yeah. Jadoo felt quite realistic.
In 2000 ka movie ka, it was like too good.
And Krish also was a continuation of the movie and they made it perfect.
Yeah.
What was Krish 3? What they were smoking? I don't know. After that, who came? That Flying Jet came. That movie I have not watched. But
it was not good. I have
not good. Okay.
I had watched on a pirated version.
If they had a proper story for it, maybe it would have gone good, you know. Like a good origin story. I think they made a, you know, Bollywood ka masala dal diya usme. Rajnikant also is a superhero.
Yeah.
His movie is Robot and the other one,
First one was good.
First one was good. Second one, I don't know what they made, man.
They had a budget allocation for the VFX team, then they gave लो इतना पैसा है बनाओ इसको. Entire thing
He
was
could
like,
have become Iron Man of India, man. कुछ भी बनाते हैं. Sequels are never good. Sequels are never good.
There is a fear, to watch the sequel now.
Shaktiman was a brilliant TV series, but it was made in the wrong era. If Shaktiman was made now, it would have surpassed, I think, Marvel movies, because and the character,
concept was good,
and the character also was good,
Yeah.
But now I think they're getting it back with a revamped character also now. So yeah, hopefully we can expect something good, because Shaktiman is like a childhood superhero for most Indian kids. So if he gets an advantage, if the directors and all they do something good,
अगर फूक के नहीं बना रहे तो
अच्छा रहेगा ना. If it becomes a good thing, no, then he has a chance of getting into Hollywood also, man. So yeah, but I would say Indian superheroes could have potential, but the script and direction was really bad.
Overall सही रहना चाहिए.
There's one recently a new Malayalam movie came out, Minnal Murali. It was based on a character. I think I have not watched the movie, but I wanted to watch. A person gets struck by lightning and he gets a lightning speed and stuff.
Okay.
So that was but now some people
Flash,
really like
basically.
Flash
को copy किया
but
होगा.
no, this was a completely separate origin story and all. I've not watched the movie, so I'm just whatever I've heard I'm saying.
Okay.
But the movie was really entertaining. That's what I heard. So I would say give it a watch. Even I'll watch. But based on the reviews and all, I think that's a must-watch movie. And it's not a Bollywood movie; it's a Malayalam movie. So yeah, you can trust those people.
Yes. हिंदी डब ढूंढ के देख लेंगे हम लोग. Don't.
Yeah, हिंदी डब देख सकते हैं.
Yeah. Talking about dub, have you seen any of the Marvel movies in the dubbed version? Hey, Bidu, क्या करता है?
अरे यार,
it is keeping in mind the audience who likes masala, Yeah. So like Captain America is saying, "Hey, Bidu, क्या रे ये खाली कर, क्या बोलती है छमिया क्या बोलती है वैसा."
When I don't hate. I'm not hating on that language, Hindi language. But I'm like, use proper dialogues now. What is this? Now what you say?
Yeah, that is the actual dialogue. I heard on UTV Action something, it was playing in dub.
That's why I hate watching English movies in Hindi, And that's the thing. Sorry, I'm not offending the language.
It is your personal point of view.
But the people who are dubbing now, so that's a sense correct.
Yeah, but I think they must be having the best time of their life. Dubbing in that form.
If you have that much fun time, make YouTube videos, man.
But क्या करे, voice over artists, they are doing their part of job.
Yeah, they are doing their part because they are given the script to be said. They are not doing because they like it.
They are not doing like. They
but
must
I
be
think
like, क्या dialogue है?
those writers who are writing, who smoking and writing, they make it more realistic and make it more decent. Like they'll just add some random bidu. What the words are?
And I've seen, like, if I've watched the English part and I watched the Hindi dub, the context is sometimes completely off.
Even cartoons have much better dubbing, I think. Doraemon, Shinchan and all.
Yeah. But there is a new thing that they have introduced, same kind of what accent I took. They have dubbed Tom and Jerry and stuff, and it is really, you cannot bear the voice. You just
thank God I don't watch cartoons anymore.
I saw your art on the various characters of Marvels, and recently on the Doctor Strange wala. Okay, so and I feel the CGI art on the third eye was not that, and then I saw the reviews also, it was not that good. So you have watched about?
I have watched Doctor Strange movie. Some people in my friends list were like, don't keep your expectations high from the movie.
Just go there for action and stuff.
अच्छा मूवी नहीं है ऐसा बोल रहे हैं. So I was like, okay. I saw the movie. I loved it. I don't know what was wrong with the movie.
What was wrong with your friends?
My friends were expecting way too much from the movie. They were expecting, I don't know what they were expecting. But when you watched WandaVision, a series of Marvel which came out last year, last year. Yeah, last year. By the end of the series, you knew who the villain is going to be in future movies. Wanda herself. And when the movie trailer came out, instantly first thing we knew that the villain is Wanda. Or if there's another villain, it would be that the monster Cotton who controls her. वो दिखाया नहीं movie में, but I was disappointed that he was not there in the movie. But I was not disappointed from the movie. I don't know if those friends of mine know also that who Cotton is.
Yeah, but they didn't get the previous context, right?
But now when I told you earlier, hero and a villain चाहिए movie में. अभी villain का भी back story चाहिए ना दिखाने को. Simply she won't become villain. Now the biggest complaint from the people about the movie is that Wanda को more screen time मिला. Then Doctor Strange. Now what I can say? You're also laughing now. Villain, she's the villain. She will get screen time, no?
Yeah, because I had artists who say कि I'd like to do the villain part because I get the most screen time.
Yeah. So
heroes का नाम पे
my friends are like probably thinking that Wanda is a hero, should be treated like a hero, but no, she's a villain. And as for the CGI part, no, it looked funny. I think the whole post credit scene only looked funny, because clear that the girl, the sorcerer who comes in the end. I didn't like her hairstyle. That is my personal issue. I'm not saying the movie was bad because of her hairstyle. So just because the eye was little weird doesn't mean the movie is bad.
Yeah. It's true.
The story, I don't know.
Vaibhav gives 3 stars to the movie because he doesn't like the hairstyle. वैसा नहीं.
हाँ. मुझे प्रॉब्लम हुआ देख के उस
तकलीफ हुआ बहुत.
The straightened hair, I didn't like the character to have straightened hair. Curly hair was better. But I'm not complaining about that. No. Now people are saying that the eye was weird, so doesn't mean the movie was bad, no. Story was good, you have not watched, right?
No, I've seen the reviews and stuff.
Even if you watch now, you'll be like,
I now, as you have said, now I will focus more on the hair and the eye now because that is something that is stuck here.
Now if you watch the movie now, you'll be like, even a new person who's not thinks too much about Marvel movies, he'll be like, अच्छी movie है. Some of the scenes are so good, the villain, Scarlet Witch, the way she, acts like a monster or a real witch. She acts like a, mirror se tod ke, spoiler alert. She comes from the mirror like
skip this 5, 10, 30 seconds, yeah.
She comes from the mirror like a demon. And there's no denying that was the best scene of the movie. She kills one character. The way she kills him, you'll be like, wow. She appears in the frame like a ghost. You'll be like, wow. You'll get scared that you separate, but you'll be like, wow. That you're calling that movie horrible just because of the eye. Look at the thing, man.
Yes.
Story bhi अच्छी थी, I'm not saying story was bad or this thing. Just more for Wanda or basic नहीं थी वो story. People will laugh at me if I'm speaking this now, because उनको तो कोई sense ही नहीं है. They just watch movie because of the sake of watching, because the hype is going on.
They'll watch the where some people they will I don't know what it is, but they'll watch like the action part. They will skip the dialogue. They'll watch the action part. They'll skip the dialogue.
Yeah,
action
some of them they don't even understand the dialogues because they don't know anything about the Marvel movie. What I used to do before, whenever a movie is coming out, मैं उनका review ये पढ़ता था, like backstory. YouTubers, they do breakthroughs of certain comics and trailers, and they speak, and interesting लगता है देखने को. So Spider-Man, you saw. Spider-Man was the best movie ever. Meaning this thing, No Way Home. All 3 Spider-Mans were united. Like, ऐसा पहली बार हुआ था. So, उस movie को बहुत hype मिला था. There was so much hype for the movie. And people were like, whether the old Spider-Mans are going to appear or not. So, उस tension में, when they watched the movie, they were satisfied that they saw the character. Multiverse of Madness, there's a rumor going on that a lot of characters are going to show up. And I think that is the main reason why people didn't like it. Because there was no cameo like that. Only 5 people were there who cameoed. Spoiler alert again. 5 people came, and that was enough to make you feel happy. Those characters are the most okay, at least not all of those 5 characters. 3 characters were like you would jump in excitement.
It is always good to see various characters coming
and still
together.
people are like वो डॉक्टर स्ट्रेंज मल्टीवर्स ऑफ मैडनेस फालतू मूवी थी. ऐसा क्यों बोलते हैं? आई डोंट नो.
रहेगा personal reasons.
Okay, the CGI, I know CGI, that was funny, but I don't think you should focus on the eye more than the thing that is going on. वो action
95% of the movie अगर अच्छा भी है ना, one thing you can ignore, right?
Yeah,
गलतियाँ सबसे होते हैं. If you are drawing some art, there is some places there will be imperfections, ना वैसा है.
My artworks used to
you have got comment like ये इसका आँख सही नहीं है, something like that. Surely, right?
I'll tell you one thing. I told you before I used to make doodle artworks. मतलब before digital artworks, I used to make traditional artworks, right? So मैंने एक cup बनाया था, a doodle of a cup with a hand coming out, और कुछ फालतू डायलॉग कैप्शन डाला था मैंने. This one guy is like, हाँ, this you call this art, even I can make it. I'm like, okay, artwork ही है ना. It's not something big that I'm making that no one else can do.
And you never said ना, you ever only possible by me, वैसा कुछ थोड़ी mention किया है.
I didn't mention कि this artwork took me 100 years to make.
Then he be like, हाँ चलो, even I can do it. Then good ना, you are getting inspiration from me.
So that was one kind of hater I got.
हाँ.
कि ये तो मैं भी बना सकता हूँ. I'm like, okay, बनाओ.
अच्छी बात है बोला, सुन के अच्छा लगा. What kind of feedbacks you get with regards to good feedbacks, bad feedbacks, criticism?
For my artwork?
Yeah, for your artwork. क्योंकि देखो, there are people, आप कितना भी अच्छा काम करो, there are people who will,
Okay, I can divide these people into 2 sections. One are who hate my work because of my this thing, political issues, social issues. Those are separate. I won't talk about them here.
Let's not talk about that.
The people who hate me just because I'm sketching, I would say I have none. That was
you have not come across.
I have not come across. I think that 2017 में जो वो incident हुआ था, एक ने बोला मैं भी sketch कर सकता हूँ. That much only. But I would say मेरे friends list में ना बहुत toxic लोग हैं. I will not mention it. I don't think they will care also, but there were toxic people in my friends list who I would love to get rid of if I ever get a chance to, meaning to remove from my life only. So those people purposely they would follow you only to see your artwork. And जब time आए ना, जब मैं अच्छा portrait डालूं, if I post something really good, they will not like it, they will not comment also, they will not share, and even if you message them, no, just share, they won't do that also. You must have seen such people in your life.
Read and ignored.
So I also and they
also read and ignore, simple.
And they are also artists.
Yeah. Then वैसे होता.
Yeah. So
your close artist friend won't do, and those people, unknown ones won't share, will share, वैसा हो जाता है.
Those people exist.
हाँ.
So it's not like always. कभी एक out of 1,000 at least 5 people will be like that.
Yeah, as you already mentioned ना कि it is like you are not saying कि भाई हमेशा share करो ना. You might do 10 artwork which I would like कि मुझे लगा रहेगा कि एक बहुत अच्छा है, that I will share definitely. लेकिन there are people who won't consider sharing that as well.
But I'm not talking about all my followers, okay? I'm talking about please don't get triggered. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about certain 5 people who I know.
Yeah, who you know personally and
who I know personally, and who I know who hate me personally, and won't do that.
Yeah.
Because there are few people who look and they like my work, but they don't share. But I have no grudge against them.
Yeah.
But I know 5 people.
Yeah.
वो ऐसा कर सकते हैं.
But I think you have more important work to do, right?
I have more important work.
Yeah, he has more important work. उसके पास time नहीं है. Because once you get that growth, now you get motivated to do more interesting artwork, right? अच्छी बात.
Also, I have मेरा patience level बहुत
ज़्यादा हो गया, कम हो गया?
I'm an impatient man.
हाँ.
मुझे patience I can't be patient. मुझे जो चाहिए, I need that thing on time.
So that was part 1 of the episode, and I hope you enjoyed listening. If you are up for a treat, then definitely check out the other episodes on the channel. Also, don't forget to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and on other social media platforms. Until then, take care, and we see you in the next one.